Natural language processing, a very widely popular research field as well as the application domain. And why not? Because so many application based companies as well as the core technical companies are actively involved in the natural language processing. And the reason is quite simple, that we want to communicate with machines like we communicate with humans. So suppose this gets happened, means this becomes a kind of reality that you are actually having some sort of tools or the models which are allowing you to have the actual real-time communication with the machines. What it happens? So it happens like this, that it is going to offer you the ease of comfort, the ease of communication, and that's why it is going to reduce your communication delay, as well as it is going to enhance the kind of reliability you are having on the machines, because you don't need a specific kind of technical knowledge or the tools based requirement just to communicate with a particular tools or machine. Third thing, the people who don't have the technical knowledge, especially the kind of plain simple users, the native people, they are not supposed to look for some technical person to help them out while communicating to a particular sort of thing. So multiple n number of applications and the suitable reasons are there to use NLP. But when we are coming into the domain of NLP, we do need some sort of specific way of research. Means there are n number of subdomains inside NLP. So when you are doing the research, then obviously the data sets come into picture, because whenever you are going to train a particular model or the machine, you need a particular data set for the training and later testing, etc. Those are the different sorts of things. But specifically for training purposes, you need a specific data set. And when you have a standard data set, then this particular task of training and other things like testing, etc., becomes quite easy. So the development of a standardized data set, this word standardized is quite important, because just by having a very small sized data set is not going to offer you a kind of guarantee that you are going to have a minimum level of accuracy of machine translation, etc. So nowadays, if we see, then almost in every field we are seeing the role of machine translators, whether it's some journal or the conference related organization, workshop, meeting, etc. Additionally, the bilateral talks between two countries, the common negotiation or the kind of interaction over a Zoom or some web-based meeting among the people across the country, and the sort of standardized social media platform where the people don't know each other personally, they don't know their languages, etc. Still, they want to communicate to each other. So in all these application fields or the application examples, the NLP comes into focus and it stands out as a major technological practice. So here, in this particular video, we are going to talk about the SNLI dataset, which is the Stanford Natural Language Inference. And this particular dataset offers you around 570,000 sentence pair manually labeled as the entitlement, contradiction, and the neutral. So it is listed over here, if you can see. And then in this particular data set, they are going to discuss a lot more information, including the people's involved, the kind of publication they have got with respect to this particular data set, that search blog, software, teaching, joining, and some local detailing. Then if you are interested into these sort of details, just jump onto the respective pages. So here you can see that there are a number of professors and the kind of students, including the PhD and the postdocs, are related as well as involved in this particular research with respect to this particular data set. So n number of people are involved from n number of universities and the kind of research organizations. So there you can see the role as well as the kind of specialization. Here you can see that the linguistic and the computer science people are involved. Additionally, the people from the symbolic system expertise, the psychology, and the kind of school education system, they are involved. Because when we come into the field of NLP, obviously it's a kind of interdisciplinary field, because it's not always the thing that when you are stating a sentence, when you are communicating to someone, the words are not the only medium. Your emotions come with your words. So the effective communication needs both the understanding from the psychological point of view as well as from the literal words point of view. So that's why multiple people with different expertise are needed. Coming on to the specific details of publication, so you can see that n number of papers have been published with respect to this particular data set information. So you can see that how popular this particular data set is. Additionally, the kind of other information, including the blocks, because when we land onto a specific data set, then usually we find the data set, but we don't have the much related information. So the n number of research blocks have also been available with respect to this particular data set. It makes this particular data set a quite interesting spot for NLP. Then the related software, including the core guidelines as well as the mailing list, the project details, everything is covered over here. If you are interested, you can explore it. Then we have the teaching related details. So the Stanford NLP faculties, they have been actively engaged in producing the course materials, including the kind of competitive videos from the 2021 edition of Christopher Melling CS 224N. There they have discussed the kind of deep learning with the NLP. Then they have created the videos for CS 224U natural language understanding, the basic course by the Christopher Potts. So means different sorts of videos as well as the lecture tutorials they have made for the education or the teaching purposes. So if you are interested in NLP or you are a beginner, you can explore these things. Additionally, some of the related books are also available. Then moving further, if you are interested in joining the group, then you can contact them because the related contact information, including the web and the email, are provided over here. And the specific graduate admission related informations are also available. Suppose you want to work closely with them, then you can have an admission process also. Finally, moving on to the specific detail of this particular corpus. So you can have that they have given a free few examples pairs taken from the development portion of the corpus, and there they have given the text and the hypothesis relation with respect to the respective judgments. Then further down, you can have the download point. So here you have the SNLI version 1.0, which is the size is approximately 100 MB. Not much size, but quite a detailed information is given over here. Why I am saying this? Because with respect to different publications based on the feature-based models, the kind of vector-based models, etc., you can have these specific parameters where you can see that with respect to these specific models, you have the thousands or the millions number of parameters, including here you can see that 220K, then 3.0 M, then 3.5 M, 3.7 M. These many parameters are over here. So now you can see that how vast this particular data set is and how specifically it is going to help you. Some of the related resources are also given here. I'm going a bit fast because the video might go on long, which is not the purpose. So if you are interested, just land on to this particular page of nlp.stanford.edu, Stanford Natural Language Processing Group page, and then you can jump onto this particular data set and have the related information. So the annotation over SNLI is covered in ESNLI. Then XNLI is going to offer you a cross-lingual natural language inference evaluation set. Then they have the MED-NLI, where the natural language inference data set for the clinical domain has been discussed, and some of the related information have been discussed. Furthermore, if you need any clarification or the doubts, or you need any other information, like how to join the group, how to have the active research with them, and like sort of, so you can contact with these people. So I think quite detailed and the interesting details are given over here. If you are interested, please do land here and have exploration. So that's all from my side. If you didn't like anything, please do comment and let me know what are you are supposed to do. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.